Alright, this is take 2 of 2024, the year in review. Or take 3 basically, because I've erased the first one. And then the second one got interrupted because I made a mistake and I hand boggled whatever, fumbled my phone and turned off the video. So anyway, namaste, namaskar, I hope you're doing well. Over here in Guarne, by the little walkway here, walk path where people walk and chill and whatever in the stream going down right here. Guarne, Antioquia. That's Negra. Negra, say hi to everybody. Dígale hola a todo el mundo. Negra, qué linda eres. She's 12 years old, and this is Eva. Eva, in Spanish, Eva. Hola, Eva. She's about 8 years old. They're my auntie's dogs. My auntie. And I'm pet sitting. I'm taking care of these doggies because I wanted my aunt to be able to go down and spend the 24th and the 25th 2 nights with grandma down in Medellin. And I offered to come and stay. So let's go so she could go down freely and not worry. And and grandma was just, home with her, with one of my aunties that lives with her. So it's only going to be them 2 because everybody else, unfortunately, couldn't make it. So yeah, the year in review. So it started off in Udaipur, India, in the state of Rajasthan, the city of Udaipur, the city of lakes, the white city. Very romantic city. If you have a partner and you really love your partner, take her, because in my case I'm a man, take her, or if you're a woman, take him, or whatever, your partner that you love a lot. If you have that person that's special in your life and you want to go to someplace romantic and you don't want to go to Venice where everybody goes to in the West that has money, or France, Paris, go to Udaipur, Rajasthan. You'll love it. And if you really have the money, you could stay at the hotel that is on the lake, and there's no access to it except by boat. Little boatmen that work for the hotel take you there and then back to the thing, and it's a luxurious hotel. Looks really romantic, and sunset from there is wow. But I wasn't at the hotel, but I was at Sunset Ghat. So I started off the new year there, the 2024, January 1st, on the rooftop of a Haveli where I was staying. I was supposed to go to this New Year's Eve party that I was invited at the Dream Yard Hostel there in the city center, in terms of the touristy part, the old town, the old part near the Jagdish temple in Udaipur. And now I gotta watch her because that's why I messed up before. Venga, Eva, quédese quietecita. Because she might want to go say hi to a doggy, but I don't want her doing that because she might get into am I still recording? Yeah, she might get into a fight. Okay. So, yeah. I couldn't go because the doors closed at 10 p.m. at the Haveli where I was staying, owned and run by a Brahmin family. It's a real beautiful Haveli. Not like your common Haveli, but this is like a castle, basically. If you ever want to see that video, I'll leave it in the description box, the link, or at the end of this video if I remember. So anyhow, I couldn't go. They closed at 10 p.m. And when I realized it, because I was waiting to be late, I didn't want to go so early. And I knew I would have to spend the night out until like 6 a.m. or 6:30 when they opened up again at the big gates. They don't open up for anybody after that. So, after 10 p.m. or until after 6:30 in the morning. So yeah, when I realized I had made a mistake, I had to, usher in the new year, 2024, usher in this year that we're leaving now. Yeah, by myself, watching the fireworks from the rooftop. It is what it is. And Udaipur is great, even though I couldn't explore much. Couldn't go out to Fateh, whatever lake, because of my injured heel, my right heel. Now it's my left, but it was my right at that time. And I couldn't explore. Make sure the doggy's gone over there. Okay, you stay right there. So, beautiful place to visit. Very romantic. Gold Ghat and all. So yeah, cool. Then I caught a train to Pushkar. Pushkar was amazing. I stayed there for 5 weeks plus. It was amazing. My right heel healed up after like 3 weeks being there. I started doing a lot of walking and hiking. The ghats there by the lake, awesome. Jaipur Ghat, or they call it Sunset Ghat. And the other ghats are Shiva Ghat. Mahadev Ghat, where I sat up many times in the morning to read or study Hindi or meditate. Wow. The food, the people. Mayur guest house where I stayed, which is about 3 blocks away from Badri Ghat. It's not on the marketplace there on the main road, but you go up like 3 blocks and everything. Nice person that runs that is like, not the manager, like the guy that owns the business. His name is Muri Baba, but he has a person like the receptionist that welcomes people. His name is Vikram. He speaks very little English, but such a nice person. Indian people are so nice in general, really so nice. You might have a few nasty ones here and there, and the scammers, but that's another story. I'm gonna keep this channel going happy-go-lucky in this year in review, happy-go-lucky in general. Even I'm gonna downplay the next part. I'm gonna tell in a few moments about my health issues. I'm gonna downplay the problems as much as I can, but still say what happened. So Pushkar, amazing. One of my favorite places to visit in India. 3 places that are my top 3: Rishikesh, Pushkar, and Varanasi. Rishikesh number 1 on the list. Pushkar has to be number 2, and Varanasi number 3. And it's amazing, amazing, amazing. I recommend it. Very nice place. You're gonna still have some scammers there with the little flower thing to do the puja on the lake, and they're gonna ask you for a lot of money, or maybe not a lot of money if you're a wealthy person or whatever. But it is what it is. And some of them are not scammers, some are scammers, but you don't know the difference. Eva, come baby, stay. Don't go far. Don't go far, Eva. So I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible. Oh, there comes another person with another doggy. Let me pause this and see if it doesn't turn off. So, yeah, Pushkar, loved it. Explored. I went hiking to the Savitri Devi temple. A lot of monkeys up there. Beautiful view of Pushkar from there and everything. It's great. I went to the Pandavas temple, where they have 5 temples for the 5 Pandavas, like 5 what do they call them? Ghats, but they're like the little kunds, little lakes, little mini ones. And if you've ever read the Mahabharata or seen the TV series from the 1980s in Hindi, but watched it with subtitles in English or whatnot, great stuff. And yeah, it was great. It was great. I mean, this is a few days before December 31st, but I'm just doing it today. It's already past December 24th, so it's in between those two. And a nice little lab over there, golden, beautiful. They're making it run and go catch the stick. There you go. Stick fetching doggy. Fetch. And La Negra is just smelling the tree right there. Negra is her name. That's her name, Negra. She's 12 years old. Eva is about 7 or 8 years old. And Negra is 12 years old. Going on 13 in 2025. So, yeah, Pushkar, great. I loved my time in India in general. My first time was my honeymoon back in 2019. My second time was 2023 to 2024 for this year. It was a love-hate relationship kind of thing. It was a love-hate thing. But now in retrospect, it was mostly love. And just a little hate. In terms of things that I didn't like that were happening there. But I'm not going to get into that anymore. And Eva wants to pull that way towards that doggy, but I don't know how they're going to react to each other. And now she's just laying down right there, Negra. So, I go off to Delhi. My second visit to Delhi, because my first one was in 2019, didn't like it. I left very quickly after a day and a half. My second visit to Delhi was quite cool. I really liked it because that's where I arrived in 2023. In October 2023, I enjoyed my 4 days that I stayed there, 4 nights. I really did. It was cool. Got to see some places I hadn't seen before. I went to revisit Old Delhi that I had already been to, but I didn't get out to the Red Fort this time. But it was cool. And I visited Old Delhi twice. on the second trip there. And then I caught a flight to Nepal. And experiencing Holi in Nepal was wow. In Kathmandu, it was phenomenal. It was like, wow, never had such a great festival experience in my life. And I've been to plenty of festivals over the years. In Colombia, in the US, in Mexico, like Dia de los Muertos in Mexico and whatever. And in the US, down in New Orleans, just for 4th of July festival and stuff like that, but not for Mardi Gras. But it was great. It was great. If you want to experience a very awesome Holi, you go to Kathmandu and you go to Durbar Square. Come here, negra. Eva, por este lado. So, yeah. And then I was staying in Thamel, so it was great. I wouldn't stay there too long because I just don't like staying in a city in a crowded area for too long. But I stayed there like 3 nights, I think it was 2 nights, 3 nights. And on the way back to Colombia, I stayed another 4 nights. So it's like 6 days total in Kathmandu. And I went to Pokhara. Pokhara was awesome. It was a great place to stay. I stayed there for 2 months, and I did some hiking. It was great. Oh, look at La Negra. She's just taking a nap in the sun. She's just enjoying it. So then I came down with a big problem. I had a big problem, but you're going to see the video explaining that, about what happened to me in Pokhara, which affected my health greatly in a negative way. Eva, venga para acá, venga para acá, venga para acá. Affected my health greatly. Impeded me from going and doing the dampest trek up to the Australian base camp up there in the Annapurna mountain range. I was going to do that, but couldn't do it because what happened in Nepal. In about 2 weeks, you will see, or 10 days, something, in the first 2 weeks of January, you will see the video where I'm talking about that I filmed there when it happened, and I wasn't going to share it with anybody, but I decided to. It was just for me, but I said in the video, blah, 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 blah. And that greatly affected my situation. Then I went to Madrid, and Madrid was in Pokhara. You got to visit Pokhara. Nepal is a great country. I have to go back because now that I'm working on my health and everything, I have to go back to Nepal in a couple of years and do the trek, either the Everest base camp trek or the Annapurna. Eva, come here. Let's go, baby. Come this way. So, trying to round this off quickly. So I went to Madrid for 3 days. Madrid was great. In Spain, Madrid, Spain. It was great. I loved it. Enjoyed it very much. Met up with my cousin, my mother's cousin, his cousin, her cousin, my cousin once removed, and his wife, Beto and Janet and Beto. So it was great. And yeah, then I flew back to Colombia. And then here in Colombia, I had another big problem in October, another health issue. And I think I explained that in one of the upcoming videos, or I'll explain it when I'm explaining my health situation. And that affected me a lot. And then in November, I had a severe flu, lasted me a whole month. And then here we are in December, and I'm glad to be back home in Colombia here, even though my original home is the US. This is my real home these days because this is where I want to live out the rest of my days, but still go and travel to other parts of the world for a few months each time that I can go out when the alignment of the stars is right, when the stars align. You know what I'm saying. And I'm glad that I'm here to help my dad because I cut my trip to in Asia short because I was supposed to stay there until between October and the end of November of this year, 2024. But my dad needed me back, so I came back. And it's all good. And I'm taking care of the dogs and keeping him company, but living in a separate house, as you know. Eva, venga para acá, Eva. And I love dogs, as you can tell or seen in other videos. And that's it. And looking forward to 2025. I'm staying local. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not traveling anywhere. And I'm just going to keep this stuff on the channel simple. I'm not traveling even in Colombia to any other province or department. I got to save money. I'm going to keep it simple. And the videos, I'll be making new videos again come March. But everything you're going to be seeing in January and February, most of them I made in India and in Nepal for another channel that I was working on, but decided to abandon it. And this channel is going to be a lot about spiritual things. It is a lot about spiritual things now. It's going to be more about spiritual stuff, experiences in life, going hiking, things like that, and yoga, mudras, meditation, all that. So I hope, let me grab her because I see a dog over there. So that's going to be it for now. I got to wrap it up because there's a dog coming this way and I don't want anything to happen. So there's like a husky somewhere over there and I have to just, he's the husky right over there. So I'm going to leave you guys. Hope you have a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2025. And for those of you who have supported me, thank you very much. And see you in 2025. There are going to be like maybe 2 more videos I make between now and the 31st. And maybe after the 31st of December. Maybe 2 more videos or 3. But that's it after that. Until March. Because I need to rest a lot and focus on other things. Healing especially. And there goes the husky over there. So take care, guys. Happy 2025.